I had so much fun with my last countdown about moves, so I'm doing a top 10 least favorite. At number 10, we have Aqua Ring. Aqua Ring, finally said that correctly, took 4 takes, is a move that slowly gains your HP every turn if you have it on your Pokemon. I don't like this move because it delays their Pokemon's defeat, especially when you're going against opponents, considering every time there's a water thing, they have Aqua Ring. Ugh. Overall, I hate Aqua Ring because of how cheap it can be. I see it on a lot of computers late in the game, or whenever you're facing a water-type gym. Thank you, 8th Gym in Black and White 2, for making me want to rip my hair out. But Aqua Ring is only number 10 because it's not as cheap as the later moves on this list. Here we go. At number 9, we have Incinerate. Incinerate is a fire-type move with 35% power and 100% accuracy. It is my least favorite fire-type move and ninth least favorite overall because it's low power and its only use is in the first gym in Pokemon Black and White. But it's not super bad. It doesn't give you any status conditions, unlike these next 3 on the list. But overall, there's much more frustrating moves than that. At number 8, we have Smog. Smog has 40 PP and has no power, and its accuracy is 70. But every time it hits, it poisons you! So you lose a little bit of HP every turn. Unless you use a full heal, antidote, correct me if I'm wrong here, dang it, what berry is it? Oh well, there's a certain berry that heals poison. Pecha berry, that's it. But overall, this is a very annoying move. You can use it to annoy people, or you can have it annoy death on yourself, but it's not as bad as the other 2 stat-inducing moves on this list. So, here's one of them. Correction, this is the last stat-inducing move, but at number 7 is Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder has, I believe, 30 PP. No damage, but if it hits, it puts you to sleep. Which means 2 or 3 turns wasted unless you have an Awakening, I don't know what berry it is yet again, I'm a freaking retard. Chesto Berry. And not much else to really say about this except for it just stalls you in your path for a couple turns, but it's fairly annoying because if your opponent's got a lot of decent attacks, oh brother, you are screwed. But overall, this isn't as annoying as the number 5 move on the list because it has effects after it's initially used. But this is still pretty annoying. So next we move on to that move in particular. At number 6, we have Confuse Ray. Joy. Confuse Ray is a ghost type move with 10 PP. And its accuracy, I believe, is 80, I think. Don't quote me on that because I don't know. It confuses you, and that means for up to 5 turns, you may be hitting yourself, which may cause self-harm. For kids! But overall, Confuse Ray isn't as bad as the other moves on this list because at least it goes away. Like number 5 goes away too, but the other ones will just flat out annoy you. But overall, this isn't as bad as it can get. At number 5, we have Future Sight. Future Sight first originated in Generation 2, where mostly used by Psychic types, has 10 PP and no attack power, and it always works. Future Sight seems like it does nothing, but 2-3 turns later, it does a crap ton of damage to you. I don't know the exact number, but it does quite a bit. All I know is it's really annoying, and it's mostly used on me on Kadabras, and I hate it. Overall, it's not as bad as the next few moves on this list, but it is pretty bad. And for the record, This was recorded while getting ready for the morning. Hooray, technology! Number 4 is one of 2 weather moves, Sandstorm. Sandstorm barely does any damage, but it's really bad. Because for 5 turns, you get buffeted by a sandstorm if you're on a rock, ground, or steel type. Does a little bit of damage, it's just fairly annoying. The worst time to use that in competitive play is if you have a Tyranitar and you have another ground or rock type on your team. It's really annoying, and it's only number 4 because there's a move that's way more annoying than that. Here we go. Raining, it's sleeting. No, it's hail. Hail it has, I believe, 10 or 10 PP. Most ice types can use it, some legendaries can use it, and water types can use it. It's kind of the same thing with Sandstorm, where it does 5 turns. You can only be avoided, though, if you're ice type. So there's no really big strategies for this one, unless you want to chip away your opponent. But before I move on to number 2, I just gotta say this. Game Freak, what the hell is wrong with you? More focus. Needs more focus. Number 2 is Focus Punch. Focus Punch, for those who don't know, has a very high power. I think 100. It has 100% accuracy, but there's one thing special about Focus Punch that I hate with a passion. If you get hit the next turn, you lose focus. Nope, you don't attack with Focus Punch. The game doesn't forgive you. The only time it's useful if an opponent is using Bide, which, thank you 4th generation for actually giving you a chance if you actually get that. It's TMO1 in most games. It's a very good move, but I hate have to wait a turn. I mean, it's a great move. I hate it so much because every turn, you're likely going to have someone hit you. Even though it has 15 PP, you're probably going to miss every time. So, Focus Punch, you're not the worst out there, but the worst will be pretty obvious if you just pay attention to the last number on this list. Know it. Your mother knows it. Your grandma's awkward cousin knows it. Number 1 is Double Team. Double Team raises your evasion by 1 stage, and if you play the games, you know how frustrating this move is. Every time you play it, they keep just spam Double Team through evasion is as high as it can go, and you rarely get a hit off. So long story short with Double Team, it's got 20 PP, it's annoying, no one can stand it, and Double Team sucks! But before I leave, I'm going to leave you with a couple bloopers, because it sounds like I had a stroke, and it's kind of funny sounding. But don't get me wrong, Double Team sucks! I hate it! Hello, everybody. Welcome to top 10 least. Son of a gun! At number 9, we have Incinerate. Incinerate. The only reason I dislike this move because it only has 35% power. It's not that effective, and the only use it has is helping you beat the first gym in the original Black and White. But I mean, Incinerate isn't the worst move. It doesn't have any status inflicts. I need to redo this. Man!